Welcome back to another edition of B&B Productions. We are back out at the range again for the third time with the BRN 180. Hoping we can get this thing running properly. Last time we were out with it, we had nothing but stovepipes and just seems to have ejection issues. I don't know if it was a weak extractor or a weak ejector. Either way, we replaced both parts with JP rifle parts, and just by installing them, I could tell the spring pressure was greatly increased on both. Also ditched the retro charging handle, went with the A3 Tactical, just a smaller little nub. Some people were claiming that the charging handle knocks the brass back into the chamber. Regardless, with the combination of all three of these new parts, we're hoping that we get it running right. So if you saw last time, it was just barely puking brass out sometimes. And after firing a couple rounds already this morning, I think we got this issue resolved. We're currently on the unsuppressed setting without a suppressor, and we'll just fire a couple off. And if my cameraman will come around me, hopefully he doesn't get hit by brass, because the brass is now going past my pickup truck. I'll just hold it out here so he doesn't get hit. Yeah, it's hitting my truck so well. Like I said, I think we just had a weak extraction. I gotta move because the brass is hitting my truck. Come over here, Benjamin. Stay behind me, okay? So we'll just dump the rest of these, and I bet we get through it.
Owie.
Are you getting hit?
Yeah.
I'd say we fixed the problem. So we'll cut there, we'll switch to suppressed. All right, we have now switched to the suppressed gas mode, and we have our Dead Air Sierra 5 mounted back up. Unsuppressed, we were throwing brass perfectly, clearing every time, so I'm hoping that the issue is completely resolved, but we'll try it on suppressed just to make sure. Yeah, it's still just perfect. About perfect 3 o'clock ejection. All right, come over here, cameraman. They're not launching backwards. If anything, we're ejecting better on suppressed than we were unsuppressed. And lock back. I'm gonna go ahead and I brought 200 rounds to supposedly break this thing in. Brownells told me to throw 500 rounds through it, but I don't think we need to shoot anymore. I think we're pretty well resolved. We'll go do a tabletop when we get home. All right, we are back from the range, and I'm happy to say that I think we have the issues with the BRN 180 ironed out. I ran about, I think, 6 or 8 full mags through this thing, and I'm happy to report we did not have one single hiccup. And as seen before, I usually couldn't go more than like 4 or 5 rounds without having a stovepipe. Again, the two parts I installed were the JP Advanced Extractor and the JP Advanced Ejector. And I also did the A3 Tactical charging handle. And whether or not I needed to, I'm not sure. I can always go out and throw this one back in and just see if it was just those two parts that were causing my issues. As far as anybody else having this issue, I came across a ton of videos of people talking about this exact same thing, mainly on suppressed, and most people are saying it's a gas issue. And I want to reiterate that if your gun is getting enough gas to cycle and lock back on the last round, and you're getting stovepipes, you're probably not having gassing issues. I would start with this extractor and ejector, because again, I've never had any issue with this rifle going to full lockback in either mode, suppressed or unsuppressed, and it, even when it does stovepipe, it still manages to pick up another round, telling me that it's getting plenty of gas. So, like I said, anybody else having issues, hopefully this can help somebody. Buy these two parts, throw those in, do the charging handle for fun if you want, and like I said, it remedied mine. I probably should have contacted Primary Weapon Systems, but I don't really like sending my stuff off and not having it for weeks and then getting it back just to find out that it's probably doing the same thing it was before anyway. So I just went ahead, these two parts together are only 50 bucks, so I'd just throw those in just for fun, even if the rifle is running good. Other than that, that's the update on the BRN 180. Now I might take it out and do a comparison video to my PSA Jackal. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.